Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So I am here yet again with no makeup on my face because I am going out again tonight. This is 2 weeks in a row I've been like out, which is very rare for me. I'm very much a bit of a homebody. I normally much prefer to stay at home watching telly than going out. But so tonight is my work's Christmas drinks. We're going out, starting at a pub actually, but if it's anything like it normally is, it normally gets a bit messy and ends up in bars and clubs and things like that. So I thought I would show you how I get ready, and if you like this video, don't forget to check out last week's video as well, because that was another get ready with me for my birthday. So enough with the talking and let's get straight into the makeup. So first of all, I'm going to prime my eyes using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, which I use all the time, and I've had this nearly a year now actually. It's probably about time to get rid of it, but it just seems to be lasting forever. I've been thinking I'm nearly at the end of it for about 6 months and it just seems to keep on going. So last week I did more of like a full-on eye and a more neutral lip, but I think I'm going to swap that around today and do a bit more of a neutral eye and more of a bold lip. So I'm going to use my iconic London, I think it's called the Day to Slay palette. I've done a whole video on iconic London if you want to see what I thought about this. But yeah, it's just quite a nice, fairly neutral palette. So first I'm going to take the shade Marshmallow down here and use that to set my eye primer. And next I'm going to take the shade in the Nude and use that as my first transition colour. And just pop that into my crease. This colour doesn't show up that much, but I'm going to build it up a bit more. I feel like I've been slacking a bit with my channel lately. I did go through a phase of managing to do like 2 videos a week, which doesn't sound that much, but when you work full time as well, it is quite a lot of work getting 2 videos up a week. So at the moment I've kind of dropped back down to 1. I've been really busy. Some of you may know already, but I'm getting married next year and I've kind of been procrastinating a little bit on actually getting things organised for the wedding, and I've just kind of realised there's only like 5 months to go. So I need to actually like start sorting some more things out. So a lot of my time has been going into the wedding. We've just got our invites sent out, which took us ages. We made them ourselves. Let me just say, I can see why people that make wedding invitations charge so much money, because it's so time consuming. And I'm going to take the shade Ultimate Tan here and just use that a little bit to start building up the colour in my crease. I know people always say that there's a lot to think about when planning a wedding, but I guess I kind of just really underestimated how much work it really is. Obviously it doesn't have to be. If you choose to have like a small low-key wedding, then probably wouldn't be as much to coordinate. But I am having it's by no means like the biggest wedding in the world, but it is going to cost us like quite a lot of money, and we've invited I think around 200 people. I didn't even know I knew 200 people. So long story short, I'm kind of hoping maybe after Christmas I'll have a little bit more time, so I only have like the wedding and YouTube and work instead of the wedding, YouTube, Christmas and work to think about. So yeah, I've just been rather busy, unfortunately. Next I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush and the shade Taupe de Taupe and just further intensify the colours in my crease. Speaking of Christmas, some of you may have seen it, but a couple of videos ago I posted a Christmas gift guide and a pretty big giveaway, so I'll leave that in the description box down below if you haven't seen that yet. You should definitely go and check it out because there's some really nice prizes in there and there's 11 different winners. So as far as giveaways go, it's probably quite a good chance of winning compared to an average one when there's only one winner. And now on an even smaller brush, I'm just going to take a little bit of the colour Deep Soul and just apply that quite precisely into the crease just to really deepen things up. So for my lid colour, I think I'm going to go for this colour here, which is Bronze Bay. I feel like bronze it's still kind of a neutral colour, but it's still glam, so that is what I'm going for. I think I'm going to try putting a little bit of setting spray on my brush. I haven't done any liquid liner for ages, so I think I'm going to do a little wing, nothing too dramatic. This is my e.l.f. liquid liner and it's like £3 and it's really good. It's definitely something I would recommend, but I can never talk whilst doing liner, so bear with me. That's my liner on, and I also put a little bit of this e.l.f. Black pencil liner in my tight line, but I did that off camera as well. So let's move on to my face for a bit. First I'm going to prime using this Bodyshop all-in-one Instablur primer. This is a very, very strange texture. It's really thick and I really can't figure out if I like it. I think I've mentioned it on my channel before actually, and I've worn it quite a few times, but I'm yet to make a decision on it, so we're trying it out again today. But it's just such a weird texture. Can you see that? Now for a bit of colour correcting, I'm using my Barry M colour correcting one. This is the same one as I used in last week's video, and it's kind of my go-to at the moment. So for foundation, I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Since I got this back out my drawer last week, I really enjoyed wearing it, so I'm going to use that again. But I'm going to attempt to mix in some of these illuminating drops from Iconic London, so because I want kind of a bit more of a glowy skin effect this week, so I'm just going to see what happens with that. So I'm just going to dot a few bits of this around my face and just kind of blend it in with my foundation. I've never done this before, so not sure how well it's going to work, but we shall find out. I'm not sure how much difference this illuminator is actually making, but I guess I'll see better once the foundation's kind of settled into my skin a bit. So I don't know if putting this illuminator on my skin has actually made a huge amount of difference. I feel like it might be a tiny bit more glowy, but it's not made like any kind of a massive difference. So I think maybe next time I'll try putting a little bit more in. But anyway, moving on. I am going to conceal under my eyes using my e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. I absolutely love these little Eco Tools sponges I got. If you can get your hands on these, I definitely recommend giving them a go. I really like them. Now I'm going in with my trusty RCMA No Colour powder for some baking. So while that's baking, I'm going to do a bit of cream contour. So I'm going to use my Iconic London contour palette, and if you watch my Iconic London video, and if you watch my Iconic London video, you'll know I really didn't like this very much, but I've only tried it once in that video and I have been meaning to try it again for quite a while. So I thought today would be quite a good opportunity to do that, because obviously I'm going for quite a full-on look. So I'm going to take a bit of this middle shade at the bottom here, and I'm going to apply a hell of a lot less than I did the first time I used this, so we'll see if we can make this work a bit better this time. Now let's see if this goes a bit better than the time before. yeah, that is much better than last time. I'm still going to say it's not my favourite contour I've ever used. I think just for my skin tone it is a little bit warm. I personally prefer my contours a little bit more on the cool tone side, but now I'm using less of this product. It's certainly much better than the last time I used it. Now time to brush away that bake and lightly set the rest of my face using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I do find with this foundation I don't need a huge amount of powdering anyway. Now for my trusty old Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This has become pretty much the only bronzer I use since I got this one. It's just so much better than anything else I own at the moment. So yeah, sorry if I use this in every makeup video and it's very boring. Now for blush, I'm going to use something fairly neutral. This is the Big Easy blush from Cargo. I'm really not into blush at the moment. I just want something that's kind of barely there. Now for highlight, I'm using my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam that my sister got me for my birthday. I haven't tried it out on its own just yet, but I'm very excited to. Isn't that pretty? I want to be like super glowy today. And on a smaller brush, just taking that down my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. And just taking a little bit of this on the inner corners of my eyes as well. Now to finish off my under eyes, I'm going to start with the shade Ultimate Tan on quite a small brush and just run that all the way along my lower lash line. And I'm also going to take a little bit of the colour Deep Soul on an even smaller brush and just make things a bit more intense. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that bronzy colour. More on the inner corner of my lower lash line. And just to open up my eyes a bit, I'm going to use my NYX Wonder Pencil and just line in my waterline. So I'm just going to go and do my lashes and brows off camera just for the sake of time, and then I'll come back and finish off the look. So that is my brows and lashes on. I used my Ardell Demi Wispies and I used my little Freedom brow pomade for my eyebrows. Also got changed into my dress, so I'm just wearing this nice red kind of low cut lacy dress with this crossover detail. Then this really dainty kind of choker which I got from Topshop. The dress was misguided, by the way. And these little earrings I got ages ago from ASOS, so I doubt they'll be available anymore. So let's get on with my lips. So I'm going to go for a red lip to go with the red dress. So I'm going to line my lips using this NYX like slide on glide on lip pencil. This is the colour Summer Tease. So I've just kind of filled in my lips using the liner as a nice, so it can be a nice base for this to go on top of. So this is the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid. I've used this a few times and I have to say I'm quite impressed with it. It's definitely not matte. I've sat there for ages waiting for it to dry and it doesn't dry down really. So if you're looking for something matte, then don't go for this. But if you don't mind something with a little bit of a shine to it, not like full on gloss, but And this is the finished look, so I hope you like it and I hope you have enjoyed this video. I need to rush now because our cab's going to be here any minute, and yeah, I need to sort myself out. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see what else I have coming up. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye!